Carter Daniel came to Loretto during his freshman year as an outsider, but after 4 years in the black and gold, he is a true native of the town.
My experience here was great. Obviously, I didn't grow up here, but I moved in whenever I was a freshman and everything was really new. But I mean, everybody took me in, and by the time now that I've graduated, it feels like I've been here my whole life. So it was really great, and I love the support that we always got.
Daniel was a big part of the rebuild of the football program that had its best year in over 3 decades.
This year during football was really special. It felt like, that our community really came together and rallied behind us. I'm not saying they hadn't in years past, but this year, every night we would walk down the steps out here, then walk out there, it'd be a packed crowd, and it wasn't like that every year. But this year I feel like everybody came together and were excited on Fridays to come out here and watch us.
Carter tore his ACL midway through the 2023 season, taking the setback in stride and becoming a good teammate.
I learned a whole lot. One thing I learned is what I want to do in my future, and that's to go be a teacher and so I can coach. I learned that at the start, and then I learned a lot of patience because you don't see great strides of growth in that. It's small things you have to look forward to and be excited about. So I guess I learned that to appreciate the small things. And then the biggest thing I learned is to not take any part of the game for granted, because I would have loved to have been practicing every day, even though whenever I was, it was hot as crap out there. You were like, when's this going to be over? And then just like that, it's gone. So I definitely learned never to take anything for granted.
Daniel had a speedy recovery from his injury, getting him back in shape for the start of the baseball season.
So the doctors had told me that they thought there was a slight chance I would be able to get back and play baseball maybe towards the end. And then my physical therapist, so I've known him for my whole life, and he told me that he thought I would be able to pitch opening day whenever I told him when it was. And we set that goal, and then so I went 3 times a week, which some people ease off and just start do that for like a little bit and then just ease off and go once or twice, because there's probably not a chance they're coming back. But I went 3 times a week for 6 months, and we were able to get me into good enough shape that when I went to the doctor, he thought he was okay with me playing this year.
Despite the injury, Daniel came back in style, becoming the Class 2A Mr. Baseball finalist while leading the team in wins, ERA, and strikeouts.
I was blessed this year, honestly. I didn't know how it would look. I was just wanting to really play, and I was like, I don't know how well I'll do. I didn't get a full off season, but I guess the Lord blessed me with the talent, I guess, and I guess I took my game to another level this year, and I was able to consistently be as good as I could be. When in the past I would do it for 2 or 3 outings, and then that 4th outing I would not be able to throw a strike. So I felt like this year I was really a lot more consistent, and it helped me just have a decent year.
The Mustangs made history in 2024 winning the Class 2A state championship, the 2nd in school history.
That was that was one of the most special things, that probably number 1 actually, that we were able to do. Just everything that went into it this year. There's a lot of stuff that happened that people don't really know about, and not many people have 18 players in their whole program. A lot of people have that on their freshman team or something, and we were able to we all just got really close, and our team chemistry this year was better than it ever had been, and so when we started that postseason run, we had kind of been we went to Freed Hardeman and played Milan, and they beat the crap out of us. And then after that game, the coaches talked to us 4 seniors, and we just put everything out there, what we thought, because we had lost a few games, played bad, and we put everything out there, and then we got to work, and I think we won 16 in a row, and that was, going on that run was pretty special, because we all came together, and we was just one game at a time, and we were able to do what we did.
Daniel had several clutch hits during the state tournament, including a big 2-run double in the state title game that proved to be the difference.
At the state tournament, I knew it was going to be the last time I ever got to hit, and we went to these cages before every game, and I was hitting like crap in there, and I was like, I was telling everybody, I'm so ready to be done hitting. And then I felt like I had some hits, but they weren't like smoked or solid hits. And before I walked up there for that last at bat, whenever I got that hit, Jackson Tragley, he was hitting after me, and he was looking at me, he was going, "You're the man, you can do this." And then after the game, I was like, yeah, you told me that, and I just started telling myself that, and I was able to get that hit, and then he got on after me. So I guess I can give credit to Trag for motivating me right there before that last at bat.
Carter will play at Union next spring, making the big jump to the college level.
So I'm playing in a college league this summer, and hitters are a lot better. Going from high school to Division II is going to be a step up. The hitters will be better. I mean, in high school, there's some guys that'll swing at stuff you miss, you throw in the dirt, and they just swing because they're going to swing anyway. And you get to college, and you have to locate where you're going to throw the ball, or where you want to throw it, and actually execute pitches to get the hitters out. And I'm probably not going to be able to get strikeouts like I was in high school, because I'm going to try to just get outs instead of trying to go for strikeouts.
Carter got to play under his dad on the football side for 4 years, building a special bond with plenty of memories.
It was really special to be able to play for him. It came with some heckling when I was younger, but I never really listened to it and let it bother me. But the last 2 years, whenever we started to really turn the wheel, change things around here, it was pretty special. It was cool to get to go out there. And well, it wasn't cool whenever I wasn't playing good. And one night he asked me if I knew what color jerseys we were wearing, but most times it was pretty cool to be able to come out, because he coached defense, so he never even really, after my sophomore year and when he started coaching defense more, he didn't really coach me those last 2 years when we had our better offense out there. And so he wouldn't really coach me, and just to get to come off and celebrate stuff with him, and then celebrate wins at home and everything, it was really cool.